Oh, hi. It's Brian, and it's time to play some more Joe and Mac. Caveman Ninja. Where should we start? Let's return to... Joe and Mac 3. Was there like a Joe and Mac 2? Let's take a look at that. Meanwhile, let's post to social media. Joe and Mac at the arcade. It's quite difficult. Oh, hi, Tex. That dinosaur said, "Agurr." How you doing, Tex? What's your Monday, Tuesday looking like, friend? Hey, why'd he hit him? Oh, and now he hit him back. Oh, now they're fighting. Them's fighting words. Back in caveman days. Oh, now they're full on fight. Oh, their eyeballs just popped out of their head. Taz! I got a little bit of rest this past weekend. Not as much as I would like or probably need. Doing a sleep study this Thursday. We'll see how that works out. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Caveman, caveman. Caveman stuff. I like this music though. There was another like Joe and Mac thing, but it was like called something else, like Congo Brother or something. Wunderbrat to subscribe for 8 months. It's very minute. Thank you, Wunderbrat. Welcome in. What's going on? How is your Monday, Tuesday going? Or wherever in the world you are. There's 10 lobsters. Back at it, dude. Back at it, 10. Oh, hi. Yeah, we got to get it. We got the show tomorrow, so I got to get the rest of it in. Texas pretty good. Just found out I'm going to San Antonio for Christmas. Very good. Exciting. The big town of San Antonio. Puppy Kid and Trout. What's up? Over there on the YouTubes. Wunderbrat says, oh, hi there. Oh, hi. I like that little air flute thing, whatever that. What do they call that? It's usually like I'm like, I guess like a keyboard, electronic keyboard. It's all breathy and stuff. What do they call it though? What do they call it? Got my coffee ready? Got your coffee? Are you ready? Saw the Terrence Stamp passed. That sucks. But he was older, right? I mean, not that makes it way better or nothing, but still, at least it makes it more understandable, right? It's like, oh, I get it. I know, it seems quite fitting. We really should. We should have played a 2-player. No, we need more time. More time. All the time in the world. We need one of those time machines. One of those fancy ones. One of those ones that's made out of the stainless steel car. You know what I'm talking about. Or maybe one of those kind you sit down and it's got the big spinny wheel on the back. That's pretty cool. It's got some pretty good bit of music going. It's got like some jamming music. All right, let's do it. Let's get started. As I say, is probably Twitch store starting to add. Yeah. Starts in a few minutes. We're going to snooze it for just one more second. We're going to snooze it for 5 minutes. So we can go ahead and at least play a couple of minutes before those Twitch users get that first ad. Sneaky Dinosaur, what's up, before take girl? Watch Priscilla, Queen of the Desert in Terrence. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Taz says that gets me thinking, though. For next year's Nerdtacular, Play Retro should do a live play of a game. Yeah, we should. Yeah. Classic. I think there's like some weirdness in how this is all laid out. All right, so 1 player, 2 player, super 2 player. Look at that, the hype train. Just, oh, look at your 10 Lobster giving out that free sub out to the flying out. Thank you, 10 Lobster. Always so kind to the community and me as well. Mostly me. The Wraith. I kid. I kid. Yeah, man. Love it. Love the love. If there is love, the love is, love's name is Tin Lobster. Yeah. Stormy Sooner, what is going on? Well, hello there. Happy Monday, Tuesday, wherever in the world you are. Oh my, they have upped the creepy factor. I didn't think of how much they sneaked in before. Last in the original, in the arcade, it is kind of, you know, they kind of just, oh, he's going to reach to the grass hut and he's going to take a bone. Got that. That's wrong. Oh, now he's got, is that a crown? What is that? Oh, he's taking the crown? Well, I guess that's better than taking the ladies. The cave ladies. I got to say, oh, look at this. Last night, a caveman, oh, I know what a caveman is, named Gork. Oh, you know his name? Came and stole the crown. Our great crown that we all share. We all share it. Please bring it back to US. Yeah. That's right. A modern caveman with modern responsibilities. Maybe we should get better huts. All right, what does this thing do? Okay, all right, so we got our jumpy. This is the SNES. So we got our jumpies, right? We got our other jumpies. We got our club. No wind up, just like the first one. Got another club button, and we got 2. Wait a minute. Let me see. On the first one, you could do certain things with the bumpers. Am I going faster? Yeah, okay. Oh, if you press the bumpers, he will run. And he will slide. What about jumping? Can we... Okay, regular jump. And let's see, if we hold it down, do we get anything special? No, but it does... Oh, what happened there? Oh, it went back. First, go to the Tiki Village. And get a Tiki. Tiki Bontiki. 410 Girl says, definitely bang the gong. Gotta bang the gong, right? All right, look how angry I look. Such an angry runner. Such an angry runner. Kali Kali Valley. Kali Kali Valley. Up and away. Okay, I got that guy. With some little baby dinosaurs. No problem. We can hit above ourselves still. Okay, that's good. Oh. Now I can spit stuff? Oh, now what is that move? Where are these special powers coming from? Was that like a short power-up kind of thing? Turkey dinner right here on the ground. What? Oh. Oh. If you use no movement, I spit things now. I think. Now it stopped. I am really confused about my caveman powers. I don't understand, but I am getting a Sonic vibe here. Am I not playing Sonic the Hedgehog? Oh, he's blocking. Is he blocking my hits? Okay, I just collected a thing. All right. Okay, got that guy. Could I have ridden him? That might have been the best thing to do. Pituitary gland. Almost feels bad beating up these little baby dinosaurs. Oh, yeah, they're right. So much floor food. Floor food. All right. All right, let me see. Let's go do that and then do this. And grab the thing. And more floor food. Oh, wow. Did you see how I ate that? I mean, I gobbled it in one hit. Man, that cannot be good for a caveman's innards. It is telling me to hurry up, though. Okay, that... Oh, these are spinning. Now it's spinning stuff again. I have no idea why. All right. Oh, no. All right, that's fine. All right. Oh, but I can jump back up here, right? All right. I'm a good cave climber. I'm a good caveman climber. Oh, no way. I missed my meat. Is that a rack of, now some ribs, right? There we go. Gulp. That's what I was curious about. Maybe gotta eat something to spit something. Hey, look, I gotta. Oh, I just buried him in the ground. That's interesting. Is that a check? I think that's a check place. All right, that's a check mark, a check point. A check mark? What am I talking about? Oh, hi, Donda. Get those ribs, baby. Ooh, they had. Oh, I went with my dad today to our local Americanized Chinese food place buffet. Here we go. Now, there we go. Okay, when I eat the pepper, I can then spit the things. Okay, I knew that. Okay, and that is a limited time. Okay. Okay, this is an apple. If I eat that, like okay, I can spit seeds. Okay, is that what was happening before? I have around 6. Yeah, pepper equals fire, and it looks like apples equal seeds. I'm not sure if it was an apple I picked up earlier, but maybe. But I got some Americanized Chinese food, right? And they had barbecue ribs, you know, as you do. Is this another checkpoint? No, I got to upgrade on my club, maybe? What is that? I don't know. But they had some barbecue ribs with like some red sauce. Boy. Oh, that was a key, I suppose. That was a key, I suppose. All right. Taka Hills. I didn't get any though. I was like, I really wanted some because they look pretty good. But I was like, does it really make sense for me to get ribs at, ride the worm. All right, I'm going to ride the worm, but I'm going to hit him first. I don't know if he likes that or not. This is the grossest worm I think I have ever encountered because he's got the ribs like a fishing worm, but he's little balls. Am I supposed to beat the crap out of him? Feels like I'm supposed to beat him up. Feels like I should be beating this guy up. Let me see if I can. He comes here. All right. Will enough hits blow him up, or will anything? I think I'm supposed to actually ride him. Okay. I guess I don't know what I'm doing. Wooch man. Oh, Joe, you're Mac. Mac Joe. Joe and Mac. Mackety Mac Mac. Mickety Mickety Mac. Wickety Wickety Whack. Mickey Mac. All right, up. Oh, come on. Can I run and jump? All right, here we go. Let's try a run and jump. Oh no, come on. I don't like this at all. I don't care for this at all. Okay, there we go. Boy, that was a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. I'm not terribly impressed by this level design. It's not very what was that? And I don't know what's going on. Okay, prepare for a wild ride. But maybe this is just a demo area. Okay, I can jump. Right? Look at his face though. Joe and Mac always delivers hilarious character faces though. I'll give them that. They always do that. Woot says we need a full Dunaway Joe and Mac rap to this music. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna put a pause on there and let Joe flex it up a little bit. Because we're about to go into our first ad for Twitch. I paused it a couple of times so that we wouldn't have right away ads. But we're back just in about a minute and 30 seconds. So if you're on Twitch, don't worry. We're not going to make you miss anything. We're going to do a couple little things. And when we come back, we're going to have fun. Yeah, always got to have a mine cart stage, says Tondacosta. So yeah, I mean, it's like we need some Donkey Kong Country, right? I wonder how this would have looked as a Donkey Kong Country type of game. I don't know. Oh, it says my says I'm live unstable. I gotta check that out. I got a new OBS update, and I don't know. All right, let's continue our journey. Our journey into sound. Let's continue our journey into sound, and also, Houdini7 is here. Oh, hi, Houdini7. What is up, my friend? So I want to play some more DOS games next week. What are we gonna play next week, guys? What are we going to play next week? We're playing, Joe and Mac, we're playing Caveman Ninja. If you ever played Bad Dudes, remember Bad Dudes? So this is a Data East game. Bad Dudes was subtitled Street Ninjas? What was Bad Dudes called? It was something like Bad Dudes something versus Dragon Ninja. That's what it was. And so it was no surprise that the guy who really headed up Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja, he looked for the next thing. And the next thing was Caveman Ninja. And it was actually called something else, like Caveman Fighters or something. But somebody with cooler heads was like, yeah, but we already got that whole Dragon Ninja thing in our titles for games. Why don't we just go with that for some Data East, right? That's right, Wooch Man. So save the president. You got to save the president, Bad Dudes. Are you a bad enough dude? Wooch Man says we need to play some Lego Island. Now, I don't know if Wooch Man was here. Like, was Wooch Man aware that I just picked up, like, Lego Island, like, recently? Or was that just on your mind, Wooch? Because I did just recently pick up Lego Island. And this is your 3D action adventure CD-ROM game, ages 6 to 12, or ages 6 to 12 in your heart. Look at that. Important. Read carefully before using this product. I can't read all of that. No way. No way am I reading all of that. You can forget it. I think you saved the president in this too. Yeah, look at this. This is good old Fran Brown. She used to have this for her classroom, I think, because I got a whole bunch of classroom stuff. So I think she was a teacher. Probably Miss Brown. She's like, yeah, come on in, kids. And she did a good job at keeping her disc fairly clean, right? It's got a few scuffs and scratches, but, you know, for a classroom CD, I mean, you know, I tested it. It seems to still be operational. Boy, if you ever want to really go down a rabbit hole, learn all about CD error correction and how error correction algorithms work. It's fascinating. Fascinating. You can apparently play Lego Island in your browser now, says Tondagosa. Interesting. Joe and Mac. Love this game. Yeah, what's up? Yes, we're playing little Joe and Mac. I never played this one back in the day. But I always thought like a cartoon, and I was pretty excited about doing, oh, hi, Loud Thumbs. What's going on, my friend? But yeah, Bell Helson. Joe and Mac, did you play this at the arcade, or was this more of an SNES game for you? Of course, at the arcade, it was called Caveman Ninja, a.k.a. Joe and Mac, but eventually it was called Joe and Mac on most of the consoles. I don't know why. Nothing wrong with Caveman Ninja. Oh, Tonda says, I'm doing it right now. Oh, interesting. Yeah, right, Wraith. That's that Lego Island. Americla's even is in working condition. America, I was surprised when the disc was in there, to be honest with you. What? Loud thumbs, good to see you too, my friend. Ah, yes. Bell Helson says the SNES version, which we're going to get. We're playing part 2 right now, which I never even seen. I knew there was a part 1. I knew I'd seen the cart many times and have a cart around here somewhere, but I never seen part 2. And this actually says Joe and Mac Lost in Tropics Beta 2. So I don't know if that means this was never released or that my ROMs that I picked up from the Lost Castle place or whatever it was, where I can't remember some of my beta and prototype ROMs and stuff. So did it ever make it? Well, I know there was a Joe and Mac 3. So yeah, and that's a beta as well. Am I just crazy? Don't answer that. Oh, here we go. Here's the one. Here's the one. What has my retro achievements? We should definitely do that, right? You got to do the retro achievements. Retroachievements.org. Look for Mission Deep. Oh, what? What? Chicken butt? What? Woosman says, too much information. You got there, sir. Too much information. Yeah. We Loud Thumbs is on the Discord server the other day and was asking, I guess it was yesterday, asking which logo better. Color is always better. Any tips on how to not lose my save in an emulation software updates? Well, that's a great question. Hopefully it will not overwrite your saves. What emulation software platform are you using? I have typically not experienced lost saves during an update unless it is a firmware wipe where it completely wipes it. Oh, Dolphin updated and I lost saves. Well, of course, the right answer is put your saves if your device has a location to save files outside the root. That's ideal, obviously, right? Maybe even saving them in the cloud. There's a couple of options for that as well. Emu Deck on Steam Deck. Boy, that thing is a moving piece. And yes, I have lost many things over time on my Emu Deck, on the Steam Deck. I'm always redoing it because it's always getting broke. Check out Retro Achievements Tracker app on iOS. I'm loving it. Have I done that one? I don't know if I've downloaded the app for that. I'll check that out, Whoosh. Before Tanker, we're going to miss you. Got to run. Have to finish getting ready for my crabbing trip tomorrow. That's right. You told us about that. Have fun before Tanker. It was good seeing you. Be safe. Don't let the crabs. Don't get crabs. You get the crabs. You don't let them get you. All right. Have fun. Be safe. Ba ba da ba da 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 da. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Emu Deck, I love it. I mean, it's an amazing thing, but man, they're just constantly just taking big swings in different directions. Which is good because that means, you got all this, it's all cool new stuff and ideas and things, but man, it's kind of like OBS. OBS is always taking big swings, and I'm like, dude, settle down, bruh. Settle down. All right, now we can get some achievements. All right, let's go run. And we're not playing a beta no more this time, so hopefully this may be a little more consistent play. Simmer down now. All right, so let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at our little screen here. Let's see exactly what's going on. So we got a bone score up there. Got a nice little Joe icon with ×3. We've got, instead of having a health bar, we have, oh, I missed an apple, I believe. We have hearts. All right. Animation's still cool and cute. Loving it. Pick up this meat. Now, does that give us? It does. Okay, so when we get meat, that gives us, that was either 5 or 6. Did anybody count that? I think it's either 5 or 6. If you pick up the apple, you get 5 or 6 apple seeds. If you pick up the the meat. You get bones to spit. All right. And this guy can block. Can I block? I'm not sure. All right. When I pick up this little wheel thing, it says 1. So I guess those are kind of like coins. So stone wheels are like coins. Anybody read the BC comics back in the day by Hart? What was Hart's name? First name? Hart. H-A-R-T, right? What is his first name? Johnny Hart? Is that right? John Hart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it does appear to be 6. It's like I'm counting down for my licks on a pop. A sucker. 1 Tootsie Roll Pop. Oh wait, what is this? I got a club upgrade. Oh, I beat that dude up and got a club upgrade. Looks like it's got a little bit of. Is there any penalty for taking my time? Right. Other than the flashing arrow, right? Okay, that will give us. Okay. Oh, interesting. So if you already have a ranged weapon like this, then it doesn't appear that the seeds or bones come into play. Okay. Interesting. Right, Loud Thumbs? Said it as you typed it. Wooshman says, I was once at a thrift store that had dozens of BC comics. Drinks. Oh, man, I used to love the drink glasses. If you never had it, we'll talk about it during the next ad. But those BC drink glasses were just the best. I love those things. I still regret not buying one. Yeah, to this day. Yeah, man, I had all of those at one point in time. Okay, we got this guy. The red-shirted guys carry. Okay, not sure exactly how that works, but some of these guys. Oh, look at him. He's dead. Oh no, I don't like this guy at all. He is a party hooper. All right. Okay, it's hard to hit that at the top. Okay, wait a minute. All right, can I? Okay, so I can't shoot that way, but I'm just gonna. Oh, I walk right into it. Okay, there's an apple. Let's pick that up, and we do get the seeds, and then we're back to the stick. Okay, the club. How do you decide what will come next on Play Retro? Is there a list? Yes, there is a list. I typically keep a list, and sometimes the list is longer than others. Very short list right now. I kind of went through my last big list, and so we're kind of playing it by ear. I knew this one. I remembered this one from a few months back. Back in June, there was an announcement from Red Games, something like that. They had a Kickstarter where they were going to bring a physical copy of Joe and Mac, so back to modern systems. So they were working on that. I don't know how their licensing deal works or whatever. I think they had like about 400 backers, but it was enough to get the ball rolling. And so I kind of stuck that in the back of my head that it succeeded and that we would see something this next year. We typically try to pick things that are going to have a little buzz to them. They don't have to have buzz to them. Sometimes it's just pure nostalgia, like me or Scott's like, man, I hadn't played that game in forever. Oh, me either. And we just kind of dig down that way. But otherwise, we want to kind of pick things that might have a little bit of a topic to them, right? We don't want to just create content that's just going to disappear. I mean, just, no one's going to see it. No one's going to notice it. Right? Woojman or Brian just yells at Scott to give him an give me an answer. Give me an answer. Metal Slug. So, Tin Lobster, that's a really good question. So one of the things we also have a trouble with, we have another trouble with our other films, like our other podcasts, like Film Sack. We have what's called quicksack.li, which one of our community members made. Good friend of mine, Bommy. We do not have the equivalent of that for the Play Retro show. So when you ask me if we've done Metal Slug, what I have to do is go into our 181 episode Google Doc and do a search for Metal Slug. Now, I've done that a couple of times where I've like indexed stuff and tried to break it down. I think about like 121 or so, and I haven't done it again recently, but yeah. So when someone asks me, "Hey, have you done this?" I'll usually look around. I'll have to take a look. Right now, I am doing a search on the sheet, which of course takes forever. And it looks like let's see, how do you get in Metal Slug? Okay, okay. So here, back on episode 6, we did the run. So we did like we didn't know what we wanted to do when we first started with the Play Retro show. So some of our episodes were these general topic shows. And last we spoke of Metal Slug, we talked about it. You just say Metal Slug. Just say Metal Gear. You said Metal Slug, right? Make sure I got that. Make sure I'm not talking and blah blah blah, and then you're like, it's not even what I said. Um, Metal Slug. Oh yeah, yeah. So back on episode 6, we talked about Metal Slug, but obviously didn't give it the full love that it deserves. But I do want to revisit it. And one of the reasons why is because this year, a couple of months ago, I picked up the Neo Geo Pocket, right? All right. And it definitely was not $69.99. Nice. It definitely was not $69.99. And in that, I decided that I wanted to get Metal Slug. So I got Metal Slug right here. It's the color one. You can tell because it's got the color ribbon on it. And I think actually, did I end up getting 2 of these? This is, let me see if I can tell which one that one is. That one's Metal Slug, the first mission. So you got different missions here, and this is the Neo Geo Pocket. And that fits right in with me getting to play real things. So, look, it's Dr. Kahoo. What's up? Choplifter. Yeah, we got Choplifter too. Don't forget we got the Choplifter. We always keep Choplifter nearby just in case we need a Choplifter. I got a hit. There we go. Yeah, all right. That's just sniffing. That's not some kind of use that you're not supposed to show on this kind of stuff. Let's see. Did I get mission 1 and 2 a Metal Slug? I did not. I got Fatal Fury, Puzzle Link, some kind of is that the fighter games? I may have one more too, I think. Okay. Yeah, so there we go. So I assume Metal Slug is the tank vehicle thingy. So it's Metal Slug is just a shooter, a side-scrolling shooter, right? SNK Gals, I need that one. That one's on my list. So yeah. So that's a good question. Should we revisit Metal Slug? Sometimes it's a sell because sometimes I'll tell Scott, I'm like, hey, dude, we need to do, this game. And he's like, we covered it. And I'm like, no, we didn't. We talked about it in passing when we were talking about other things, which is nothing like what we do with these deep dives, right? I mean, it's only a week, but I'm deep diving as much as I can into everything that is Joe and Mac. Like I said earlier, it is, and one of the reasons why it's got some buzz. So these are great questions on how we get show ideas, and Tondagosa has suggested a bunch of them. Other streamers who are on here on Twitch, like that girl Joey, and Pass the Plunger, and Steve J, those kind of guys. I'm always watching Bitoman. All those guys are always playing retro games and inspiring me to look at some of those. Which man says, just make fun of millennials and our love of Lego Island. So that's one of the ones. I definitely like to play games that inspire me organically. So I'll go to I'll go into some thrift store somewhere, or maybe I'm at a convention or something, and I'll just find something like you used to play. That's how you used to play these games. You would just, sometimes you'd get hyped up because of a magazine ad or something, but a lot of times you just went around, you went in a store and you looked around until you found something that looked cool and you didn't pick it up. Hugo, what is going on, my friend? It's so good to see you again tonight. What is up? I definitely should do but didn't we do the time to say it, you definitely need to do the Ultima Underworld games. We did the Above World, right? I don't think we did the Underworld. So we got to get underneath there, and we got to scrub the Underworld. We haven't done that yet. Oh, I got more yays. All right, I can tell already. I can tell it's time to do another survey. The last time we did a survey, we got like over 100 recommendations for different games. We did at least half of those or more. So we need to do it again. Calhoun says, I heard of Metal Slug before I ever saw it, and I thought it was a slug made of metal. You're not wrong, Dr. Calhoun. You're not wrong. Who says, I'd love to hear an entire episode on activation boxing for the 2600. I'll give you $1 for every minute that goes over 60 minutes. Challenge accepted. So every week, this is my formula typically when I'm thinking about what we're going to do. Sometimes, like I said, we just fly by the seat of our pants. But if I'm planning and thinking through the process, I try to find one that I think is going to have a story, whether it's got a story in game development, a story in the actual game itself, if it's a piece of the story of how we got to a certain type of game type. I'm always thinking about what's going to be an interesting hook, a story for it. I'm not great at it. I'm still working on that. That was when we first started talking about doing the Play Retro show. I wanted to focus very much on story. Now, in the beginning, first 10 or 15 episodes, it was bad. It was bad because I was just so heavy on story, trying to find, just any little tidbit, and I just wasn't very good at finding the story. And so I would just data dump. Just, here's a whole bunch of shit about this game. And that wasn't very compelling listening, to be honest with you. But I feel like I feel like I've gotten better at it. Scott's always been a great storyteller, so it's natural to him. He just flies through these episodes, man. He just shows up being a king of storytelling and video game history. But I have to really work at it. And so, but I hope I'm bringing some value to it. That's what I'm hoping. I'll tell you what, the community is the greatest value to me. You guys have just been watching you guys, it inspires me every week. I get excited about it. I like doing Film Sack, but man, I love doing Play Retro. It's life. I like watching crappy movies, but this is life. Hugo says, is Scott going to be doing shopping cart challenge? Oh, I wish. Let's do the shopping cart challenge. You have no idea how many games I see. We for years we did indie games on our other show, and I still have all those connections, and I see indie game stuff. I get all kinds of indie game news still, and God, I'm just like, I got so much to cover. I also want to play all these freaking cool games, and then of course AAA titles come out. Our Walmart, I'm pretty sure our Walmart has Switch 2s, and I just can't convince myself to get one because what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Go play the Switch 2 when I should be playing Joe and Mac? And learn everything I can? No! But man, what do you do? Man, I just wish I had more time. More time. Yeah, Capgiver says, buy old, not new. It's really, I miss so much gaming. Every week, my little title of my streams are always Caveman Ninja, aka Joe and Mac, arcade and more, first time. Sometimes I almost feel like people can't believe me that I'm first time, but there's so many freaking games. I mean, every system that was ever released, even the smallest ones have like 300 games. right? It's like, it's so, in every generation, you used to just, you'd pick one. You'd be like, okay, I'm going to do the Xbox. And you would, pick up titles there. And you might have like 10, 20 games for a normal person. And that means there's like hundreds of other games you never even touched. And I'm like, Scott actually asked me that, like, when we got like started getting towards our like 100th episode, was like, yeah, we're gonna run out of game. Like, dude, he was like telling me, we've already covered all the tent poles. I'm like, dude, not even. Not even close. We got so much to cover. You got so much to cover. Dr. Calhoun says, my Walmart had Switch 2s. I don't have a Switch 1, so no point. How can you get Switch 2 when you don't have the story to Switch 1? You'll be lost. Yeah, so behind on console gaming. Yeah, and the sad thing is, you guys have no idea how hard I fight every week not to just turn the Play Retro show into the DOS gaming show. Because I absolutely love DOS gaming. It is such fun to get things working for me, even though sometimes I do get a little frustrated. But man, I just love it. And I want to finish, I feel like I want to finish all of it in this. But when I do get into the consoles, like I missed out on the Sega Saturn. That would have been the next, that was the one that I missed. I had the Master System, the Genesis, and I skipped to the Dreamcast, and then the dream was over. And I never had the Sega Saturn, and man, playing that is the weirdest nostalgia feeling that I can't have nostalgia for because I never had it. But there's it's like a missing part. It's like a missing part, and I feel like I'm filling in the pieces. But dude, yeah. But then I have to go back and play. All right, look. I love you. And if you love Nintendo and that was your life, that's great. We all had to pick a path, just like Joe and Mac. You have to pick that upper level or that lower level. I didn't really pick mine. Mine was picked by my family, my dad, who had these systems and then handed them down to me. And so I went with where I went. So while I love and respect everything that Nintendo has done, I also am like, this wasn't my tribe, right? So when we play Nintendo games, I'm kind of like, all right, that's fine. We can play it. Now, I did love the GameCube. But the GameCube is like no other Nintendo device. It is just totally different. It's probably the least popular and my most favorite. So I don't know. Oh my God. Plus there's the Amiga. Oh my God. I've really fallen in love with it. I grew up on the Commodore 64 as well. That was the 8-bit computer I had before I had any consoles. And so naturally I would have loved to have went into the Amiga. I never had one. But man, the Amiga projects they have out there are just flat out amazing. I was always a PC gamer after 1990. I didn't buy a console until I got the kids at N64, says Captain Kipper in 99. Yeah. Oh, Tonda, I so want to play those Star Trek adventure games. Ultima Underworld DOS is great. Yeah. Captain says, I found several boxed DOS games in the flea market, but I had to pass. No! Get them, and then, I mean, they're just DOS games. Get them. I'll pay you, ship them to me. I'll pay you for some shipping and the costs. Oh, man, yeah, Wooge. The simplicity of rentals, that was so cool. That was a cool time. Miss those. I do miss those, too. You don't like, yeah. Hugo says that don't like the way you were leasing the Switch too. So there's been some discussion about that. I haven't listened fully, but I know I talked about that on Core and stuff. I haven't listened to that entirely, but I do find that fascinating. Just haven't had a chance to deep dive into it because I'm playing Joe and Mac. I picked Sega. Started. Oh yeah, I picked. Wunderbrat says I picked Sega. Started with a Master System. I tell you, man, I only had a few games on the Master System, and I just kind of always put it. I'm like, it wasn't good as the NES, and you know, how good are the games on the NES? I mean, they're fantastic for what they are, but they're still 8-bit computer game. I mean, it's still 8-bit console games, right? I mean, you know, they don't have the depth that a lot of later games have, but the Master System, I find gems all the time. I'm like, I can't believe that I didn't dive deeper into the library. I just didn't have the money. I was a kid. Who says I remember playing lots of shareware. Yep, DOS games. I begged my dad to download on AOL when I was a wee lad. Texas GameCube was great. Man, I love the GameCube. It's probably why I have I probably have more GameCubes than any other system. I just infinitely fun. They're so easy, so simple, so single focused on what they do. It's just like, I'm a GameCube and I do GameCube stuff. And I'll tell you that controller, I love that controller. That was the first time that was really, I mean, sure, Xbox controller, you know, that nailed it and perfected it. But man, went back in the day with the GameCube controller, I was like, oh, dude, it just opened my eyes. The Wraith says the only Nintendo I owned are the GameCube and the Game Boy Advance. Same way. That was the only ones I purchased. I inherited a bunch of Nintendo things. I inherited an NES, an N64, Super NES. All those were inherited. A Game Boy, I didn't have one of those either. That was inherited. But I purchased a GameCube and a Game Boy Advance. Those were two that I bought. And later on, I really liked the 3DS. I wasn't really into the DSi or where that stuff was. I wasn't really in at that point in time on that stuff. But really the 3DS, yeah, I was like, it's good. Caveman says, I was playing Atari ST from 1987 until the mid-90s when I built a P120 system. Dude, I've played with I have an Atari, is it 800 or 400 XL? So I got some 8-bit Atari stuff. I got to get that all put together as well. I didn't really have much Atari growing up. I inherited a 2600. But for some reason, I've just been living through that stuff too. They just keep coming out with great stuff. The new Atari is a really good balance between merch and, you know, bringing stuff that I actually want with good quality. As a matter of fact, right now, this Joe and Mac that we're playing is running on an Atari VCS, that thing from, 2019, 2020, was that little system that you could run Windows 10 on. It's a little mini PC, what it is. And I'm running Batacera on there, Linux. And it runs great. I mean, it runs all the way up to Xbox stuff. So, you know. You can 120 my P system. White Rouge, man, it's really amazing that, yeah. Because I remember when I bought, I kind of always get mad at, like, when I first started trying to get my GameCube stuff set back up and doing stuff and, you know, really trying to make it the best experience. All these people are going, why would you want to do that? You can just get a Wii and get it super cheap and, you know, and play the GameCube games on it. And I'm like, yeah, but I can't think of anything so aesthetically opposite than a GameCube and a Wii. The Wii is just, it's fine as far as the insides go, but it's like, hey, do you want to drive, you know, a cool sports car like the GameCube with a cool controller, or do you want to drive a very reasonable Pinto? I don't know. It's just, I'm not a fan of the Wii. It's great. There's no sense in it's all aesthetics. It's absolutely all aesthetics. I don't like that stupid Wiimote. I hate it. It's so inaccurate. You got to do this. La, la, la. And people go, you just use the controller. I'm like, that's not the way the menu and stuff was designed. I got to jump through a bunch of hoops. Why not just use a GameCube? Yeah, 2 GameCubes taped together, the Wraith. Man, I love my Mister though. That was also another awakening when I gotta remember the person's name who sent me the Mister. I hope you're not in the chat room. If you are, raise your hand. Let me know. But an individual, I didn't know anything about it. I was just trying to understand how retro gaming worked, and one of our community members, and I had their name written down in my big book of these people are my saints. And they were like, yeah, I got 2. I'm gonna send you one. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I got Raspberry Pis. You know, I'll try this too. Dude, changed everything. And then watching Tonda, you know, show me how to use it. Mister. Ooh, the Mist Project. What is that about? Let me get NST. Oh. The Mister was made originally for Atari ST. I did not know that, Captain Kipper. Yeah, Mister's so great. Gonna be even better when I finally get a CRT. Ooh, yeah, I love my... So that was like one of the first things I did. The Mister, the one I have, fully loaded, fully packed. Jeez, I'm so fortunate that someone sent me this because I had no clue what it was or how it worked or anything like that. But once I got it, I ordered an extra cable for the VG out, which which you can convert to CRT, so you got 2 outputs. Man, it's great. It's great. I mean, and you don't think, you're like, oh, big deal, I can emulate on a Raspberry Pi. Man, all you gotta do is spend about 5 minutes, and I died in the same spot again. All you gotta do is spend about 5 minutes on a Mister, and you're like, holy crap, I didn't realize how just these little nuances of how software emulation versus, you know, that hardware emulation through FPGA. And once you feel the difference, you're like, oh my God, what have I been doing in my life? It's fine. I mean, if you don't have hardware, it's fine. It's no big deal. It's still a good experience. Oh, look at that. That was cool. It's still a good experience emulating stuff like on the Raspberry Pi. It's so fun having that interface and access to, you know, to your library and stuff. And, you know, you can still get a good time out of that. But man, it really is a big difference when you play it. And most people probably don't care. Most people don't care. Most people, I did again. Why do I always jump in the same spot? I always have the cart problems. It's a cart problem. It's actually a Brian problem, but it's a cart problem. Gapkeeper says, proper hardware emulation is king. Yes, it is. Love it. Gotta do it. And once again, I'm not some kind of snob or something, but absolutely retro in any way you want to. But man, I'm telling you, it's like, this is smooth. Wooshman says, what's the best way to build a Mister? If I was doing it myself, I would just head over to which there's a couple of Mister sites, and they just have pre-built. You just kind of like roll your own. You just kind of go and you pick this component, this component. I mean, you get the basic board with is it the D10 chip, the FPGA chip, and then you have like the input-output board. You can add on to that. And that's like a double stack. You definitely want that because it's got all the. It's definitely got the more USBs than that I/O port, but it gives you a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, we'll go through it one day. Oh yeah, I'm interested in the Mister multi-system. Yeah, that's probably the best way and easiest way to do it, right? Especially if you're just doing that kind of stuff, the console stuff. because it's consolified essentially. Makes it a little easier. I'm gonna concentrate this time. I'm gonna make a conscious effort not to die. So that's a great question. We've got an ad starting in about 35 seconds. So we're going to continue that conversation about the Mister and the best way to build one while our friends over on Twitch enjoy about a minute and a half of commercial. If you're subscribed, you won't see anything at all. You'll just be here with me. But we're going to take a look, and we don't want anybody to miss out on the main topic, which is the Joe and Mac Caveman Ninjas. But we are going to take a little dive into the Mister and the Mister Multisystem and the Mister Pi real quick. You might catch the tail end of it if you get a second. So let's see. Mr. Tonda says I go with the Mr. Pi. It is the first available. If I was looking today, I like the idea of the consolification of it, but I think honestly, I would probably go with the Mr. Pi. Which is this project here. It's a little less expensive than your standard D10 stuff that you would typically get. D10, was it D10? I think that's right. So here you go. So these are currently sold out, though, according to this page I'm on now, but I haven't really looked to see how to shop. But you got options for, here's a little case. Maybe this is a complete one. Retro Gaming FPGA board, so that's the board. This is the AV Pro. Gives you your video outputs, right? Your little buttons up here, little stackers. You stack stuff. This is your memory. This is your I/O boards or USB hub, excuse me. And I don't have this at all. This is the NFC reader pack, which I think is interesting. I've seen where you can I guess you can put your ROMs on those NFC cards. You can just place it on top of the machine instead of loading them up on like SD cards, I believe. I haven't done a lot of research on that. This is what's called a snack adapter kit. And that's just a fancy way of saying converting your old school controllers into USB type inputs. This looks more like just a regular old USB A 3 since it's blue, but not necessarily. And that's fairly inexpensive. And Wi-Fi Bluetooth adapter, because I don't think Wi-Fi is built onto the board, which makes sense. There we go. Starbase Sooner, Diet laughing. Yeah, cheaper than buying definitely. All this is cheaper than building a Mr. Stack. You're definitely gonna pay like around $400 to $500, but you got the value of it, in my opinion, is worth it. Yeah, Mr. Add-ons, that's where I usually purchase. I follow Mr. Add-ons is it on X or Blue Sky now? I forget, but yeah, this is where mine came from, I believe. So $430, and this is very similar to what I have. Yeah, this looks almost exactly like what I have. So pre-configure bundle. Comes with one SD RAM, and that's important because certain cores can need more memory, right? Just like anything else. It's just, you got to make your choices there. Bloom, in your face, in your face. Once again, all these seem to be out of stock. But this is just everything all in one, like we had talked about. Just ready to go. Just ready to go. Here's some add-ons. Don't forget these. I guess it's just ready to go, right? I/O, HDMI, blah, blah, blah. Yes, that's for the Saturn stuff. Yeah. Capcap, what you getting out of the recycle bin? CRT says a Sony flat CRT Walkman with composite input, black and white only. I have one of the. So I got new old stock. So at one point in time, those flat CRTs, they're pretty cool if you've never seen them before. It's a little handheld TV, essentially, black and white. But they usually come with they use security camera monitors, and they're really flat. So they got it's how they're cast is really kind of interesting. But I ordered basically a replacement screen they used to use for those, this new old stock from some website. I can't remember, but it was pretty cheap. I haven't played with it yet, though. Yeah, we need to look at this Mr. Multi-System 2 as well. Let's take a look at that real quick. But yeah, this is where I usually buy my add-ons, my snack adapters, anything that I'm looking for. I usually go to Mr. Add-ons. I'm not saying that's the place to go. That's just where I shop. And then we got these guys, and Retro RGB's got a full write-up. So this is, like I said, this is the consolification. It's got a case that looks 3D printed currently. I'm not sure if they're planning on doing any injection molding or anything like that later on. I can't speak for them, but the pre-order seems to have just a 3D printed case. It's got 4 ports, I guess, or 4 different controllers. But yeah, why not? It's going to be a lot easier to plug in, and they focus more on plugging into the TV, right? Instead of all these crazy ways that I hook up crap for capture cards and everything else. But it does hook up to a CRT. I think you can purchase that. But here's the board. This design, man, remember how I talked about the aesthetics of how I love the GameCube? I love, I talked about, so let's break this. Let's actually, instead of just looking at me, let's go back and let me look at this. So I was looking at stuff, but I wouldn't explain it to you. I wasn't showing it to you. So here's the Multi-System 2, and it's a 3D printed kind of case thing they got going on. And yeah, I don't know, man. This shape is just unappealing to me. Why? I don't know why it is. It's just, I just don't know. Something, why? It's fine. It's fine. Everything about this scene just screams, we made it this way to do, I don't know. It's like, we made it at an angle so that controllers were angled. I don't know. I don't like this shape. I don't like the heatsink being right in the middle either. Everything about this screams, we didn't hire a designer. And it's fine. It matters not. It matters not how this is. It's got plenty of room on there. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Just not a fan of the shape. What can I say? But it's unique. I'll give them that. Once again, it goes back to my, hey, Brian, why don't you just like the Wii? Why you could do everything on the Wii that you could do on the GameCube? Why? Because it's who I am, all right? Yeah, functionally, I'd imagine it's pretty good, right? It's big, wide open. Probably don't have nearly the type of cooling. Like, that's one of the things about this small little cube thing I got. I mean, you're gonna... It's heat. It's all right. It's heat. Tiny footprint on the Mr. Cube thing I got. But, it's not efficient. That thing looks like it's very efficient. I don't even see how, you don't even need a fan or nothing. I'm sure it's just plenty enough room just to, they got enough space between every component. Just like, hey, yeah, I'm cool. I don't know. Aesthetics. It's important to me. Captain says, Watchman, but no TV tuner. That's originally what the back talked about, that Sony Watchman. A special magnifying camera for people with near blindness only has an AV input. Interesting. All right. Why? Hey, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. All right, so let's see. The Joe and Mac one, but there was another thing that let's see. So did Joe and Mac 3 only release in Europe? Interesting. Maybe. There was another game that was Joe and Mac adjacent that we're going to give a mention to tomorrow. Yeah, this is Data East again. Once again, there's that Elite logo. I kind of love hate it. Look at that dinosaur. Look at him just flash animating in. Oh, he's got scars and stuff on his face. I love that. Lost in the tropics. Very much, it looks like the same game engine, just a little further, right? And maybe this is the same. Maybe this is 2, but just released in. Yeah, this might just be the same game. This might just be the same game. I think it is. It's just the same game. Nintendo have a habit of doing this. They may have released a sequel or something. They may release something in one region and then not in another. And so you may get this really weird numbering thing. Yeah, it's just the same game. I don't know. I don't have any sound, but I don't. There you go. Bibbity boppity bibbity boppity boop bop boop boop boop. All right, but there's another game. It was called. Let me go look it up here. I wrote it down in our Play Retro show notes. Caveman Ninja : Joe and Mac. We're going to be covering Caveman Ninja at the arcade and his ports. And Joe and Mac 2. Congo's Caper. So let's see if we can find anything about a Congo's Caper. Okay, so we totally lost audio completely across the system here. So we're going to restart it. Yeah, Joe and Mac Returns. That was the arcade, right? Avian says, wait, this breaks the brain. A caveman? A ninja? Yes. And it was all just Avian, it was just all just naming because Data East had Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja, I believe. So they just kind of worked their way back to it. They did not originally plan to be called Caveman Ninja, but it just kind of, it's one of those things in marketing. It's like, well, how will the purchasing audience understand what the vibe is? And it's like, maybe we should call it Bad Dudes Prehistoric Edition, or how about Caveman Ninja? David says, you choose this because of Randy's request to do watch ninja movies? No, but that's not bad. It's not a bad idea. I'm trying to get him to watch American Ninja. See, I love Cynthia Rothrock and all that kind of stuff back in the day as well, and all these stupid American Ninja kind of things. Just love them. Love that stuff. Love it. Love it. Where do I do a filter at? I want to look for something. Let's do a game collection. New dynamic collection. What did we say it was? Congo's Caper. Which sounds more like it should be in the Donkey Kong series, right? How many Congo games there are? Let's just take a look to see how many Congo games there are. Are you caveman enough? I love it. Congos. I wonder if there's that Michael Crichton Congo book in here. I wonder if there's did it ever get gamed? Did it ever get gamed? Well, there's Congo Bongo, baby. Do I need to update the game list? Looks like I kind of found it already. It's the land of illusion. Congo, the video game prototype. Congo's Caper, which is not nearly as delicious as Congo's Capers. Capkeeper says Congo, the movie, The Lost City of Zing. Oh my gosh. For the Sega Saturn, are you serious? I'm not surprised. I can act like I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised. I have an unrequested request. Have a month of ninja movies, like Ninja November. Ooh, I like Ninja November. You know, I like a good name, right? Or Shinobi September. Bank the movies over the year, then take the month off and drop those ninja movies so y'all can have a good idea. I think it's a great idea. Unsequestered suggestion. Suggestion. All right, so this was adjacent. So this was actually supposed to be the first entry inspired by. So this was supposed to be inspired by Caveman Ninja, right? And so this ended up being the first one. And so Caveman Ninja, or Joe and Mac, started with 2, I believe, right? Is that right? So this is supposed to be all inspired by and along the same lines as. Amy says, I type English good. Good. Da 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 da. Now, I don't think you can play 2-player in this. One of my favorite things about Joe and Mac is the fact that it's baked into the name. Much better name, Joe and Mac. I like Joe and Mac : Caveman Ninjas. I feel like that best describes. Hello. Hello, Mario. Why don't we... Let's not try to do anything original here, Nintendo. I never played this. Anybody? Is this anybody's favorite? I do like the artwork, though. Man. It's like, let's take a little bit of Sonic, a little bit of Mario, a little bit of Caveman Ninja. Let's just roll it all into one. I do love this artwork, though. Good Lord. Feels with the music, it feels like I'm playing a reskin or something. Oh my gosh. Did he just fall away? Okay. Love the artwork, though. These sprites are cute. Oh no! Oh, I turned into a monkey! Wait, I turned into a monkey! Wait a minute. Is that guy poking a pterodactyl? Because he's half monkey. Didn't you get the memo? He's half monkey. Oh, now I'm back. I'm back, baby. Yeah, so I'm obviously some caveman. So I guess we had a couple of, oh man, really? Already? I just earned humanity. Maybe it says, nope, no menu then again. I English good. Oh, wait. Okay, I kind of like it. Kind of like the stupid game. Hate it, but I also kind of find it it's fun. There, I said it. Are you happy, Nintendo? Are you happy now? Are you happy? It's cute. It's fun. It's jaunty. Fine. I like your stupid game, Nintendo and Data East. But it's no Caveman Ninja. It's no Caveman Ninja. What am I picking up even? Okay, so I guess the blue thing on the left-hand side. Oh, slots. What do the slots mean? I'm gonna smack that guy. Smack that guy right back to Caveland. Tonda, have you ever played this one? Are you familiar with this game? Congo's Bongo? Congo's Caper? Oh, I want the ice. Give me the ice. Oh, it's going to disappear. Tonda says, not at all. Yeah, it wouldn't either. So, there's an amazing retro gamer. His name is it Patman? Patman. I love to watch his videos. he was talking about this. And I was like, hey, whenever I do a show, I'm always like, especially when it's arcade stuff, I'm like, let's see if Pac-Man has covered it. He's really good at finding the story and stuff. I don't want to do double work. He had mentioned this one. And I was like, I'm not going to play this stupid thing. I'm not going to talk about it either. Probably not going to talk about it very much during the show, Play Retro show, because, I mean, yeah, it's in the vein, but it's not. It's amazing if you played it. It's totally a cool game. I don't think it furthers our storytelling of Caveman Ninja more than just, it's worth a mention. Oh, you can fly on them. Okay, so you can fly on the pterodactyls. It helps explain some of the naming and stuff. I think there's actually even a part 2 of this. This is neither. This is neither. This is Congo. Its very own thing. No Joe or Mac. But I'm assuming one of them made the sweet, sweet love to the monkeys. Oh, got a little slot action going on. Oh, he's very grumpy. He's a very grumpy thing. I'm looking at a 13-inch CRT. Tempted. All right. Yeah, that's interesting. I can see me playing through that. Not this week. I found that's interesting. There it is, just like you said. Oh, this is for the SNES. It's a prototype. Did it never make it? This is totally unrelated. Avian Mac went back to Namak and left his child. Jerk. Congo, the secret is Inge. We're just gonna take a peek. I just want to take a look. We're not gonna play it for just a second. Only released on the Saturn. Okay. Am I flinging poop here? What is this? A little mini game at the beginning. Actually, controls pretty good. One of those kind of shooter games. I'm assuming this is just a free game, and this is not the whole game. This better not be the whole game. If this is the whole game, I'm mad. I need to see some albino monkeys. It's getting harder to see, so I'm assuming that means we're about to be into the game. Oh no, he's riding my bow. It's over. And then a thing happened. Bump, 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 bump. And then they had to get in the boat. Bump, 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 bump. Oh. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I want to play this so bad. Oh, we're going to have to come back to this one day. This is terrible. I love it. Oh my gosh. This is trash. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I want to play that some more of that. I got to get into that. Oh yeah. Was the Congo the game? I don't know, man. All right. Ooh, I hate that. Yeah, got to come back to that. That's rough. Rough. All right, what's he doing? All right. Let's go. Let's make sure we're covering all the games here. Let's see. Man, I kind of get frustrated on weeks where the path is not clear on games. Like, all right, so here's a rundown of Joe and Mac. Joe and Mac, also known as Caveman Ninja and Caveman Ninja Joe and Mac. At the arcade, it was definitely known as Caveman Ninja. Full stop. When it started making it to the consoles, they started doing different things. The SNES version was way different than the arcade. The Genesis version, Mega Drive version, was pretty much arcade perfect. There was some changes, but yeah, for the most part, you were having a pretty close experience at home. The Amiga version, we fired that up. Did I show you guys the Amiga version? I wasn't thrilled with it. Is it worth even talking about? I feel like it was a very weak Amiga. I usually am blown away by the Amiga ports. This one was not that. It was not good. I don't know. Did it show some kind of weakness that maybe I don't usually see? With the Amigas, I'm not sure. Let's see what else it was on. It was on DOS. The DOS version was okay. I took a look at it. Matter of fact, if you want to take a peek, we can just head over to archive.org. I mean, we can slum it. We don't have to, we can. I'll just show you real quick. We'll just get a little taste. Anybody want a flavor? A little flavor taste? Head over to archive.org. And then I usually head over to, I went to the software, but then where is the arcade part? So, oh, there it is. So Internet Arcade, you can play some of these in your browser. There's other ways to do this too, but we're going to do it here. Joe and Mac. And I just happen to know that this come on 2 floppy disks because I looked it up earlier on eBay to see if I would like to play it. Oh, okay. So there was a Joe and Mac Returns as well. I'm in the Internet Arcade, but for some reason it's not there. Okay. Interesting. But I know I could play it in my browser. That's the other thing. That's that thing. Ha! Interesting. I swear this is how I did it. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm full of mud. Joe and Mac DOS. I know I played this last night before I went to bed. And I know I played the DOS version. I know I did. I know I did it. Where are you at? Huh. Well, I guess I'm a big old fat liar. There. You happy now? Or did I play the Returns one and just thought I played it? That doesn't seem like something I would do. Let's try this again. Maybe it was Caveman Ninja. No, it couldn't have been. Couldn't have been. Could it? That's the world version. Oh, maybe I did. Is it? They type it out as Joe and Mac? I wouldn't think so. All right. I guess we'll look. World version. Is this arcade? Is this a DOS version? Puppy Kitten Trout, what is up? Stormy Sooner, wasn't that amazing? That was the worst. That was the worst, but I loved every minute of it. Yeah, this is definitely not the one I played. What is this? Joe and Mac Returns? This looks horrible. What is this? This is the main version, so probably the arcade version, right? Yeah, insert coin. Drop some coins here, baby. Up. There's the Joe and the Mac. Maybe some ones for some insert coins. Unsure. Anyway, I played the DOS version. I swear I did. Stop obsessing, Brian. Fine, I'll stop obsessing. But they also had a Zebo version. You guys remember anything about the Zebo? What a weird thing that was. Let's see. Mega Drive, Nintendo, Game Boy. We didn't look at the Game Boy version. Oh, well, look at the Amiga version. You know what? Let's look at the Amiga version. Let's just do that. We talked about the Mister earlier. Let's fire up the Mister. Here, Mister. Look here, Mister. Talked about it. Now we're going to look at it. We're going to look at it. Get a good look at this Amiga. Not as nearly, but getting Trout says not nearly as bad as Congo the movie. It was pretty rough. It was rough. The Ray says, back in the day, I had 32-inch Sony CRT. That is a hernia. It weighed so much, I took 2 full-grown adults to pick it up. That's the way to do it. It was so deep, it filled the corner of the room I was put in. I was so glad back then to switch to LCD. Absolutely, me too. Man, heck yeah. It was just, yeah, no-brainer, right? No-brainer back in the day. Not in that one. No. Computer on. Amiga, there we go. All right. Well, beat you to it. Gonna get turned over before you guys yell at me and tell me we can't see the screen. Here's your Mega AGS. I got the latest version. Mister. Let's go down to All Gaze by Title. It's going to be Joe and Mac because it was not the other. Got some Joe Blade. All right, here we go. Prepare your butts. Prepare your butts. Here it comes. To be underwhelmed by the Amiga version of Joe and Mac, which I don't think reviewed well either. Now, this does have some anti-hack stuff, right? Which is fine. I found that if I just go A and then go enter, somebody's already taken care of that for me. Maybe I have to do it twice, maybe? Manual protection. All right. Oh, let me see. Maybe just got to do it twice. Well, this worked last time. There it is. I'm not getting any sound. Is that? Do I not? Is it having hit sound yet? Or I guess we'll find out here in a second, won't we? So we'll find out. There it is. I mean, very much. This is how the arcade starts. So, map game-wise, it's very much the arcade. However, the music's a little subpar for the Amiga, in my opinion. A little flat. Definitely feel like the colors are not very robust. And maybe I'm just expecting too much. See that cherry, even that cherry looked like it was kind of... doesn't feel as responsive either. It's fine. If this was the one you had at home and had it to play, I'm sure it was great. Oh, hi. Chris It, what is up? How is your Monday, Tuesday? Wherever in the world you are. No, where's my spin up at? I don't know if it has a spin up. Okay, it does, but the arm doesn't spin. So, like, in the arcade version, you get your little arm swing so you know you got it. Oh, I see. The little icon over there at the top corner shows you when you have fully powered up. Okay. Okay, one goes down. He'll throw one up here. Okay, seems like it's a little easier to be here if I... There's actually a pattern here. On the other versions, the pattern is much more random. This guy seems pretty pattern matchy. So I should be able to, if I time stuff right, I should be fine. Of course, I haven't done great, have I? Talking all this trash, but he's kicking my butt. Here we go. Ah. I don't know. Maybe it is harder. I'm not doing very well, I'll tell you that. Okay. Can I just stand here and keep... Oh, that bounced right underneath me. All right. Yep, that didn't work. So for all my trash talk... For all my trash talk... Wait. Oh, I needed that. That was a power-up. And it's the best kind. It was the best kind of power-up. Seems like my throws are kind of lagged out too. Ow. Man, am I doing anything to this guy? He looks like he's still got the same... Feels like he's still got the same amount of health. Did I pick a cheat? I don't think so. I think I bypassed all the cheats, right? Got a cheat. right, this seems... All right, wait, what is this? Oh, if I don't die. Oh, can they give me that too? Give me that cake. I need some cake power. And where's his tail at? Usually he swipes me in his tail by now. Yeah, at least the caveman can take some hits. That's true. I don't know. He seems kind of slower too or something. Oh, that was nice. Oh, can I jump on that stuff? Am I even hitting him? I mean, it feels like I'm not even hitting him. Am I even hitting him? Has he got? Have I given him any damage? I'm hitting the stuff coming out of him, but have I hit him though? I don't think I've actually hit him. That was not enjoyable. Right, Puppy Kitten Trout? Something was wrong. Something wasn't working right there, I don't think. Because I don't think I was hitting him at all. I was hitting things that are coming out of him, but I didn't seem to be hitting him at all. Crescent says, never seen this game before. Looks interesting. Yeah, we're actually looking at the Amiga version, the arcade version, Caveman Ninja. It looks a lot better, but we just kind of taking a peek at the Amiga version. It didn't review well, and so I didn't have a lot of hope. But I like that though. I like Joe popping his little head up there though. Is there a 2-player mode? I don't think I remember asking me for 2-player mode, and that's one of the most exciting parts of Joe and Mac. This is called Joe and Mac. It's not called Caveman Ninja. Okay, so there's 1 player. So maybe if you have a second controller plugged in, it will show you that. Okay, maybe so. Do you do Smups? Absolutely, Crescent. I love me some Smups. My favorite arcade game is ESP Esprit Day. Yes. I love me some Smups. I'm always down for a good Smup. I don't know what did that do? What did that give me? Ah! Oh, I did get exhausted though. Okay, so you can't hold on to that little button forever. I was thinking maybe I could just hold on to it forever. Absolutely. We've talked about some Smups here before. We do play them occasionally. You guys gotta tell me, am I actually hitting this dinosaur? I'm gonna try it again. I want to see if I'm actually hitting this dinosaur. I don't think I'm actually hitting him. What is that? What is it? It's brutal. Come here. Come here. That's what I was thinking. Some of my attacks were going through him. So let's take a look again. All right. So first of all, I can usually hit those things, but okay, that might have actually hit his mouth. I think it did say bonk on that one. Let's see. Okay, so now he's getting bonks. I don't see where his health bars go. Oh, wait a minute. It went back up. Would you see that? I hit him a couple of times, and then his health bar went back up. Maybe that's the real problem. Wait a minute. Like I say, he took some damage. Ah, come on. I needed that one. That's the one right there. All right. It's going to be another pterodactyl, isn't it? Come on. Give me something good. Gave me something. I don't know what it was, though. If I don't die, I might be able to use it. Oh, that's the little throwy things. That's good. Okay, so yeah, that seems to be hitting him some. I think his health bar keeps going back up. So I can't create enough. All right, so let's watch the little health bar down at the very bottom. Okay, oh, wait. All right, so I think it went down one. I think I actually hurt him that time. Oh, I hurt him that time for sure. Very inconsistent. Oh my gosh. Man, the others, anywhere you hit him on his body is good. All right, so I'm actually maybe creating some damage here. Okay. Wow, very inconsistent with how this works. Ah, shoot. Ah! Dadgummit! You stupid, terrible lizard! You stupid, terrible lizard! P. Crub says, little known fact about the T-Rex, they ought to restore health. Everybody knows that. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, I dropped my controller right through the hole. Right through the hole. Rude. Yeah, Crescent, I was getting kind of close. That's not how that usually goes. That was unusual, in my opinion, on how that usually goes. It's very inconsistent, just like the review said it was. They weren't lying. The Amiga version is inconsistent. Inconceivable. All right, let's take a look here. Thank you for the follow, Ron Bandish, and welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday and Tuesday, wherever in the world you are. Hope it's a good one. Interesting. There we go. Weird. My YouTube closed up. Whatever. All right, let's take a look. Let's go back and take a look at the arcade real quick. I believe they list this as Joe. Is they list as Joe and Mac on this? Care Warriors. Yeah. I went too far if I did. Let's see. No, it must be Caveman Ninja. Did I not see it up there? Am I crazy? Oh, that's right. I don't think I have this one. I don't have it on here. I don't think I have it on here. That's fine. That's fine. It's no big deal. So we had on the Amiga. I think I may have it on the Mega Drive, which is very close to the arcade. So let's take a look at that one. Adventure Vision. We think about my Commodore 1084X. Boy, I wish I had one of these. I keep wishing to get one. I keep not getting it. Because that's what happens. What is it? Wish in one hand. Oh, we are at a break, though, aren't we? Yeah. Oh, I don't want to get too far ahead then. We are at a break right now on Twitch, so we won't leave these people behind. Let's look for Joe and Mac, though. We'll get it loaded up. James Pond. That's another one I tried to talk Scott into playing. He didn't seem too interested in that. What do you guys think about James Pond? Also, by the way, I've been trying to figure out what is the right humidity level for my temperature in my room. So my different locations. Right now, I'm at 51% humidity, which is supposed to be ever so slightly high, but not by much, right? For 71 degrees. When I go to my work office, sometimes humidity is at 70% at 72 degrees. As you can tell, it's going up as we speak. Is my hand full of humidity? Could be. Could be. Yummy. All right, ads are over. Let's get back into this. We're now looking at the Sega Genesis version of this, which is probably the closest if you don't have access to the arcade machine. And by the way, if I had had time, I would have definitely have ordered this little deal. I want to show you this real quick. Where else they sell it? Data East has one of those little mini arcade machines, right? Is it called Joe and Mac Arcade for that one? Caveman Ninja. Let's look that up. Get out of here, Brian. Move your face. Move your face. Oh yeah, but by the way, there is a new Joe and Mac Caveman Ninja T-Rex edition for the Switch, PS4, blah blah blah. You can get all those things. Where's that? Arcade machine. Why are you making it so difficult? Okay. Previously viewed. Only $35. This is one of those little My Arcade machines. You'll find these things like in Walgreens and different places. They got some really cool little handhelds for Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man. Pretty well put together, all things considered. Only 3 left in stock, but you can pick up this little, how much is this, 6.75-inch little deal here. They got other systems too. Got Burger Time, and so on and so forth. But man, I'd almost pulled the trigger, but it wasn't going to be in time for the show. And I was like, do I want to keep this? Do I have the shelf space for more of this? Like, I don't think so. But I like the My Arcade stuff. Everything I've gotten from them has been pretty solid. Price is reasonable for the product. No, they do not pay me anything. I'm just a fan. I'm just a fan. Let's see. Does it? Oh, here's the Data East stuff there. I wouldn't mind having Burger Time, especially in this. I really like these. These are super comfortable. These little handheld ones. These are hit or miss. These little mini arcade things. So you got to get your freaking hand in there. So these are so tiny and little bitty, and it's just, what's the point? What's the point? I mean, if you can't play it like that, oh, look at this. Little karate. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, this might be the way to get it. I didn't know they had this in a handheld. I might have to get that. Where can I purchase it? Don't you take me to Amazon. Don't you dare. I will whoop you. All right, let's see. Features, specifications. Do I get to choose here? Oh, can you just play all of them? Well, which one does it? Oh, so it's got all of the... Oh, okay. Oh, I see. So it's just got all of them on there. It's just the Data East thing. Oh, that's kind of cool. 39. That's not bad. That's not bad. Did it say the one on Amazon like that? Did it also? Or is it just... Yeah, but that's themed for it. Oh, come on. Come on. You get more games than the other, but maybe if I dig deeper on their website, maybe I can find it. Wonderbrat says, your breath raises it for your humidity. You hot breath? You hot breath, you? Capgiver says, one up My Arcade Data East hits microplayer. Like I said, I've got the Pac-Man, I think I got the Miss Pac-Man, and I got all the little handheld ones. I'm not, like I said, just not a fan of the arcade ones. They just seem pointless, but the handheld ones are really good. Really solid feeling. But if you can't get to an arcade to get your Joe and Mac on, then you could do worse than the Sega Genesis version. Right here. Right now. Right here, right now. Pretty sure I have this one on my arcade cabinet, says P. Crumb. Very good. Yep, same story. Same amount of characters, too. Got 3 cavemen. Well, maybe it was 4 cavemen. I think there's actually 4 cavemen in the arcade version. There's a redhead, there's a blonde. The other one is like, in the arcade, you got like several. Then, of course, you got the larger lady. I wonder if this has the 3 endings as well. So the arcade, you had 3 endings. Of course, you're trying to recover... your cave women. And... Got a Coley here. Ooh, nope. Bump that. All right. Oh, and it just fall and make another one? Well, boo. They're so weird. These cavemen are so weird. Yeah, there's 3 endings on this, and each one of them essentially ends with Joe and Mac running away from an effeminate male or a group of snoo women, Amazonians. Or, oh, man. There we go. All right. Got a little glitch there. Ah. All right, I've got the wheel this time. All right, see, that Dino really started. He really coming at me, man. Look at there we go. Yeah, now we're hitting stuff. This feels like, yeah, that felt more like it, right? I mean, that's action right there. You can tell you're hitting stuff. Things are happening. Is it too hard? Absolutely. But do you feel like you're making some progress? Yes. Do you have to learn some timing? Yes. And that's all fine. That's fine. Captain Kipper says Sega R360. Oh. If you could have any arcade cabinet, what would you have? And it says 10 Lobster. That's a great question. Oh, man. If I could have an arcade, what would I want in it? Well, let me think about that for a second. It's going to spam this guy. Oh, boy. If I try to do that spin up, he's going to get me. I probably wouldn't have this. I'm just kidding. It's fun, actually. I kind of like it. Man. I think Outrun is just something I love so much. I would have to have that. I love the Star Wars arcade machine. Both of those are sit-downs, though. I think if I had an arcade cabinet, it would have to be the sit-down type. That's always been my favorites. Mortal Kombat, of course, is a classic. I would love to have. I gotta have a stand-up. Gotta have the X-Men fighter games. Maybe some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So everything. Just everything's all I want. Oh, yeah, you need some pinball. Man, I would love to have a pinball machine. Boy, you think arcade machines take up too much room. Boy, get a pinball machine. Cripes. Cripes, man. That would really be some trouble. All right. Takara. Well, like I said, I think my favorite so far out of the ports, I think it's the Genesis version. The SNES is almost not the same game. I almost feel like it's hard to call it a port. It's more like a continuation. Let's pop back into it real quick. I'll show you what I mean. Bippity boppity boop. Head back over to the Atari BCS. 3-3. Arcadia says, why is everyone playing Joe and Mac today? Hey, you know, Joe and Mac has they're working on a physical release. Was it Red Games or something? I think that's kind of maybe what's been going on with the Joe and Mac stuff. Again, just a couple of months ago, they had a successful Kickstarter. And so maybe that's just the feel of it. Plus, it's that time of year, right? It feels very summery. By the way, welcome in, Arcade Ages. How's it going? What is up? How's your Monday, Tuesday going? It's just Joe and Mac's got some vibe lately. It's got some love. It's got a little bit of love. Where am I going? Need to head back to the arcade. Caveman Ninja. Oh, 9 and 12 is here. Oh, hi, 9 and 12. September is here. Yeah, I would want the Simpsons. Pretty much any of those 4-player games would be amazing. All right, so this is the SNES version of Caveman Ninja 9. So let's take a look at this one, and you'll see what I mean about how different it is from the arcade. While it does have Joe and Mac involved, and some of the map kind of looks similar, you don't have any of the things you think of when you think of the arcade version. This is Elite made this one for us, right? I think I picked the right ROM. I think I did. 1-player, 2-player, or 2-player super game. What that means is you can play as 1-player or 2-player where you're kind of being competitive, which is not something you do in the arcade version. Or you can do a super game where you kind of work together to accomplish the task at hand, right? And then you got this overworld where you can kind of progress through, which you kind of do in the arcade too. You can choose, but not like this. It's not It's not like this. And I didn't turn the audio back up, so it's going to be very quiet. So I'm going to get out of that, I think, and turn it back up. Turn it up. But this game really shines when it's 2 players, right? And boy, was the SNES a fun little system for 2 players, right? So I think this is smart. However, it's not arcade. It's not arcade because first of all, you got to make friendly with, you got friendly pterodactyls, which we talked about last night, right? All right, so we can't jump up there, but what we can do is if we get this birdie flying this way, we can jump on his back and ride him, cowboy, and get this. We got a boomerang. Yeah, look at that. Now we're really causing some havoc. Got some meats again. Kind of different little layout, of course. A little more chill. There is no power where you hold something and then it gets a stronger, bigger version of it, which is one of my favorite parts. Instead of being rushed to eat food like at the arcade, which is a little annoying, but it's part of what it is. Instead of having constant health dying, because that would be token related, right? It's like, hey, how can we get as many tokens out of these people as possible? Here you don't do that. I forget what the purple ones are. Can I ride the purple? All right, let's go. Let's ride. Let's ride, bruh. Where are we going? Hey, you're just flying around in circles. Oh, yeah, stupid. Why is he purple? Does he do something different? Nope. All right. Guess just variety. And now we got a bone. I got a bone to pick with you, buddy. Ah. Attack. Right, P. Crumb? So I was actually thinking about this. Some people help me out here in filling some of my missing memory. So I remember Captain Caveman. So, right? So, Captain Caveman, right? And he's just a big old hairball. And he had his little club, and it was kind of like a go-go gadget kind of thing. Where, it's probably more Flintstones inspired at that point in time. But he had like things inside of it, so it would open up and he could do different things. It's basically a superhero, right? But I don't remember. I just remember Captain Caveman, but apparently it was Captain Caveman and some kind of girl band that found him. And so he was like part of that story. Maybe I remember Captain Caveman and Son better, but I don't remember there being like a girl band Scooby-Doo mystery component. Was that? Yeah, Captain Caveman, definitely in the Laugh Olympics. In the Teen Angels, that's what it was, P. Chrome. That's what it was. What was that? I don't remember any of this. So I remember them being Teen Charlie's Angels. Okay. But is that where he got his start? Or was that something later on? What is the pure Captain Caveman? How did we first get introduced to Captain Caveman? Because that doesn't seem right. Tana says, I never saw the Teen Angel ones until much later on Boomerang. You got a club... He's got a P-Crow guy. That's shame. Also hilarious. Flintstones kids. Flintstones kids vitamins. Those are delicious. Where's my lady at? There's not even a lady here to pick up. All right, here comes the dinosaur. Is he as big as he was? Oh, he's pretty big. All right, he's making the faces. All right. He hasn't even approached me yet, and I'm spamming him. I'm just standing back here spamming him. Okay, so he finally came after me. Captain's dropped some knowledge about the Captain Caveman. Captain Caveman! Okay, there's his tail. Now, this seems to be doing more of a pattern. At the arcade, they had like a little bit of AI going on. I don't think there's any AI here. I think he's just... He is hilarious, so I'll give him that. Oh, that's interesting. So if I jump and press the A and B button at the same time, he will triple launch some clubs. There's my lady. She was just off screen, and now she's just going to press off. She's going to just press off, all right? Press off, lady. Captain Kipper says, Captain Caveman and the Teen Angels was broadcast in these following formats on ABC Scooby-Doo's All-Star Laugh Olympics, September 10th, 1977 through September the 2nd, 1978, ABC Cartoons. Scooby-Doo All-Stars, so he was just everywhere. He's like your guy you throw in there. Captain Caveman and the Teen Angels, March the 8th, 1980, so much further on maybe? Or maybe not. Maybe he didn't get his own show until later. I think you're right, Tonda. I was just, yeah, I don't think that Teen Angels were based on a band either. I think that they visually look like Josie and the Pussycats, the Putty Cats. They visually look like those types of same characters. I didn't know what the story was, but what you said earlier, guys, about it being a Charlie's Angels makes so much more sense, right? Makes much more sense. They were teen detectives. So he was in Laugh Olympics in 77, 90 was Teen Angels. Yeah. Thomas is surprised I didn't get auto-modded. Captain Caveman. Like I said, let's see. Captain Caveman origins. I just want to see. I'm sure it's just gonna be the same thing as you guys just told me. I was gonna actually go to fandom because I like the wikis, but sometimes the Wikipedia pages on this kind of stuff can be a little iffy, and sometimes, not always, but sometimes fandom is better. Original air date. So first appearance of Captain Caveman and the Teen Angels, the Kooky Case of Cryptic Geek. So it was all the way from the very beginning then. So it's so funny that I don't remember anything about the Teen Angels. Nothing. I mean, how have I completely blocked that part out? Here's some of his powers. Super strength. Of course, he's inhumanly strong. Of course he is. It's Caveman. Large, heavy objects like cars and safes with relative ease. Ability to eat nearly everything. Yeah, anything. Yeah. His ability, Captain Caveman is capable of inventing his super-powered club. Yeah. He had a super-powered club that had never been established that he is the one who invented it. Didn't he also, like, have... Am I remembering this incorrectly? Did he have, like, a little mask thing? Like a little phantom mask? Like, you know what they call this the eye mask. You know what I'm talking about? Just not even as big as the Lone Ranger, but, you know, that comes down to the nose. But no, just like a little strip. Am I remembering that correctly? I have a lot of misrememberies about Captain Caveman. Well, this is good to know. His personality, Captain Caveman, has a strong sense of justice and is always enthusiastic to help fight evil and do good, usually after shouting his own name in a dramatic fashion. He never had eye masks this time. Okay, I guess I'm wrong. Just a glitch in the matrix in my mind. All right. And that's all I know about Captain Caveman. I got things to learn. Got some Captain Caveman to learn, I suppose. All right, we cleared that one. You're supposed to be able to go up to these little white things up here. And if I go up, if I walk up there, and was that already there? The little character? Or did I walk up there and it inserted it? Okay, I don't know. The race says, you sure? Oh, I added it? Did I add it? Okay. What does that mean? What does that mean, even? Take that, you weirdo. You Captain Caveman wannabe? More like Uh, more like Citizen Caveman. Oh, no. Oh, crap. I forgot about that, too. So you die, but then you can kind of choose where you land back at. Oh, and you still keep your power up, though. That's interesting. That thing, look at, is really struggling there. Did you see that poor? I helped him out. That poor guy. That does not like a boomerang. I'll tell you what it does look like. It doesn't like a boomerang. Then we got the electric fish. Hey, he wasn't that close. Can't zap me with... That's not how electricity works. Brian, that's not exactly how electricity works. Shut up. You're right, but you kept that to yourself. What's in it? Yeah, a bone. You were thinking of Orko? I'm almost positive I'm not thinking of Orko wearing the tiny mask. I'm not saying that Orko doesn't wear a tiny mask. I could just swear that when I think of Captain Caveman, like he had an, like at some point in time they made a joke about him having you know, a Clark Kent alter ego type of thing. Oh, he's gonna bop me. Ha! Can't bop me. I'm already out of the way. What are you doing? It's lunatic. These cavemen are on Adderall. Oh, got a bone. Got a bone. Uh-oh. Oh, this guy. Oh, I hate this guy. Ah. It's gonna jump and shoot. Jump and shoot. No, you got me with your tentacles. Feed me, Seymour. Oh, can I walk on that? I think I can walk on that. Look at me. I am dying. That's what I'm doing. Did it say cover me? What's he saying? Aww. Domo, are you getting anything from Aaron? Oh, am I? Am I getting anything? That's a good question. Am I? I don't know. Yeah. He does have a secret civilian name, apparently, says Tonda. I kind of remember that, too, is Chester Caveman. Bikram says a fourth segment titled Captain Caveman told the adventures of Captain Caveman's years in Bedrock. Oh, he was in... Oh, so they did tie him into Yabba Dabba Doo time. You have a gay old time in Bedrock. Flintstones before being frozen in ice. I think I do remember that, and discovered millions of years later by Dee Dee, Taffy, and Brenda in the Captain Caveman and Teen Angels series. In the 1980 series, Captain Caveman is the alter ego of Chester, a mild-mannered copy boy at the Daily Granite. This is all starting to click. Chester turns into his alter ego, Captain Caveman, during times of crisis and danger, and is often cheered on by both Betty and Wilma. Chester Caveman had glasses. Not an eye mask, says P. Crumb, but close. You should try and get behind and outflank the Venus flytrap at its back. What? Okay. Can I do that? I mean, probably in the game, but can I do that? Oh, so you place, that's my... Oh, so wherever I place that is my recovery place? That's interesting. All right, so Domo says that technically I should be able to do something, but am I skilled enough is really the question. All right, I can't fire. Okay, that was fun. All right, see how it fired up there? Got that guy. Got the boomerang. Do I prefer the boomerang? I think I prefer the boomerang. Oh, poopy pants. Oh, I did it again. I was click the button. Ah. Now, are you talking about, Ambassador, were you talking about the the big guy? Or are you talking about just his little lackeys that he's doing? Right? Because, I mean, the little guys are like the tiny Venus flytraps, and then there's the big giant boss. Oh, come on. Point is going to be moot because I'm never going to make it. The point is moops. Point is moops. Oh, that character is holding up some fingers. Telling me how many I have left, potentially? Perhaps. Big guy. Get behind the big guy, eh? The big guy. All right. I'm on it, Domo. I'm on it. Let's see what happens. Oh, the coward. Also, I'm not comfortable with the fact that Mac does not have any teeth. I really feel like he should have some teeth. It's very uncomfortable for me to look at him with his gummies. Stupid fish. Oh, come on. You get too close to get you. That's how they get you. This poor fish and his whiskers. He's like, oh no! All right, we're gonna 100% this one. We're gonna have a, well, not this time, but maybe next time we'll have us a no damage run. What do you think? Oh! I can't even. Son of a gun! I don't know why I do that every time. I don't know why come here. There he is. There he is. I got him. Oh, come on. I see you up there. The point is moops. Smoops. Let's jump. Oh, I'm gonna say let's jump past these guys. What a bunch of turd bacon is what this whole game is. Just a bunch of. Yeah, all right, here we go. All right. If I get the duplicator, that'd be best. I probably should have kept the boomerang. All right, let's see if we can get behind this guy. All right, behind him now. Is this the cheat? Is this the cheat? Am I the cheat? Oh, I'm the cheat. Look at this. We got a cheat situation here. I love it, but it's not cheating because we're doing it in game, right? All right. Good call, Domo. Take this, you big stupid plan of a thing. Audrey 2. Look here, Audrey 2. It's Audrey 2, right? Oh, it's turning black. Gross. Gross. Anybody done an at-home sleep study? Gotta do one Thursday. Who wants to hang out with me as I try to sleep? The card says moops. Update your things, Brian. I'm not doing it. Okay, I dropped that off. Oh, can I go down here? What is this thing? Oh, it's in my way. What do I do here? How come I can't go down there? That's crap. Can I punch it? Punch it. Kick it. Bop it. These trees have too much. They're too fleshy. I don't like these trees. They're too fleshy. Oh, I remember this. Oh, did I just die? Oh, that's a bunch of crap. I hate this game. I like it. It's not the arcade version, but it's got its own charm. You know, it's arcade adjacent. That's the SNES version, which you could play on Nintendo Online. Yeah. Yeah, those trees make me uncomfortable too. So it's not just me then? Okay. Must be different routes for the endings. There are Captain Kipper on the arcade version. I'm assuming they did the same thing there too. I don't understand why I couldn't. Do we have to run, like your second run through? Maybe you can go through it or something. Maybe I'll do some reading. Oh, look at that. It's 2 hours and 10 minutes in, and we've been having a good time, but we do have to call it a night at some point. Too veiny. I was the same. Too veiny. So I've got to do some more. I got to get the show notes together, so I can't just play video games all night. I got to actually compile the notes about the stuff I've done and make a darn show about it. And yeah, that's what I got to do. So thank you guys for hanging out tonight. Thank you for the hype train that Tin Lobster and Wunderbrock kicked off earlier. Thank you so much for that, you guys. Tin Lobster gave out that gift 1 sub flying out. And also, got Wunderbrock got us our rescub on the Prime. If you're not following Time to Ghost or any other great retro gaming streamers we have in the chat room, who else is also streaming? Anybody else doing the retro streaming who is in our chat? I need to Stormy Sooner. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. It's been a lot of fun, but you definitely want to follow Time to Ghost if you're not already. Good friend and great retro streamer. Thank you, Tin Lobster, always. We should be back. Like I said, it's a weird week this week, so I may be front loading some stuff. We usually stream on Thursday nights, so we usually do Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, and then the fourth Friday. But it may be Monday, Tuesday, and then I may do Wednesday instead of Thursday because I got that sleep study. I got to figure that part out. That's going to be interesting. I've never done an at-home sleep study. I don't want to do it. You're going to hook a bunch of stuff up to me, and I'm going to have to sleep. And you're supposed to sleep like, it's like, do like you normally sleep. And I'm like, pretty sure that's not going to happen. I'm going to put a bunch of wires all over me, and I have to stick a thing up my nose. And how am I supposed to sleep like I normally do? But we'll see. Yeah, Wonderbread, absolutely. So yeah, we'll definitely be back this week, and maybe I'll try to do it on Thursday night. I gotta be at the sleep study place to get wired up by 8:30. So what time is it now? 8:45. So if we did our normal stream time, it would be. So maybe I'll do a short one, and then I'll do Wednesday as well. Beep beep boop. Oh, hi monkey. Oh, you were so close, so close. But we try to be as consistent as possible, right? Yeah. You got to do that too. Good luck on that. I'll let you know how it goes. It's going to be a lot of fun. But thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. It was a lot of fun to talk about Joe and Mac, a little bit of Captain Caveman. And we're back tomorrow night with Scott to give our report on what we thought about Joe and Mac at the arcade and on the SNES. And I hope I'll at least take a look at the Game Boy Advance version tonight before I go to bed. But I'll put all my show notes together and just do the best I can, man. Do the best I can. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll do this again in a couple of days. So until then, go play something retro, and I'll talk to you hopefully on the Discord server. Join us over there on the Discord server. All right, then. All right.